Hey Anime Warriors, welcome back to AniWatch where we take anime hype to the next level. So it's that time again, fall 2024 is upon us. And trust me, it's about to rain anime greatness. The leaves are falling, the air is crisp, and the anime. Oh, it's fire. This season is packed tighter than a shonen protagonist's plot armor with every genre you could ever dream of. From heart-skipping romance to action that'll have you on the edge of your seat. And yes, some spine-tingling horror for all you thrill-seekers out there, whether you're here for the epic battles, those blush-worthy rom-coms, or the mysteries that'll twist your brain into a pretzel, we've got you covered. But here's the twist, we're not just listing them. We're breaking them down by genre. That way you can dive straight into the anime that fits your vibe. So grab your popcorn, your favorite anime plushie, and get comfy, because fall 2024 is about to drop some serious heat. Let's get this party started. You don't want to miss it.
風に背を押され足が震えるまだ過去のことを引きずってる言われた気がした画面むし取って新たなステージでさ笑ってたよゼロから始めよう
Starting with 365 Days to the Wedding, this one's got all the ingredients for a rom-com you won't be able to resist. Picture this Takuya and Rika, two work buddies who are so introverted they make a turtle in its shell look like an extrovert. These two decide to fake an engagement to dodge a job transfer, but what starts off as just an office stunt turns into a wait a minute, are we actually catching feelings situation? Watching them go from awkwardly avoiding eye contact to navigating this accidental love story is going to be like watching two pandas figure out how to flirt. It's going to be cute, clumsy, and completely adorable. Then there's Blue Box, where romance and sports collide in the most perfect, why didn't this happen to me in high school way possible. Taiki's got a mega crush on Chinatsu, who's basically the LeBron of their school's basketball team. But get this, due to some totally I wish that was me circumstances, Chinatsu ends up living at Taiki's house. Can you imagine? It's like your crush moving into the room next door. Their love story is the slow burn kind that'll have you on the edge of your seat, rooting for every little moment like it's the final round of the Olympics. Next up is If My Wife Became an Elementary School Student. Okay, before you start thinking, what kind of plot is that? Hold on, because this one's going to hit you right in the feels. Kasuk has been living in sadness ever since his wife passed away, but life throws him a curveball when she's reincarnated as a little girl. Now, this might sound like it's about to get all serious, but trust me, there's a lot of heart and humor packed in here. Imagine trying to explain to a child that you were married in a past life. Awkward much? This one's going to be a bittersweet roller coaster. But hey, sometimes we all need a good cry followed by a good laugh. And now, let's talk about how I attended an all-guys mixer. So, Yuzuki Natsu somehow stumbles into a mixer that's supposed to be an all-guys event. Instead of bailing out like any sensible person might, she decides, why not? Let's roll with it. What follows is pure comedy gold as she navigates the chaos of being the only girl in a sea of guys who were definitely not prepared for this plot twist. The awkwardness, the hilarity, and the unexpected bonds that form make this one a refreshing spin on the usual rom-com. Trust me, you'll be laughing so hard your abs might just thank you later. Then we've got Mirai no Koi, where our boy Mirai decides to do what any love-struck teen would do, completely change himself to win over his crush. Mirai gets rejected, but instead of taking the L and moving on, he does a total makeover, turning himself into the spitting image of Tanaka's favorite video game character. Talk about dedication. But here's the kicker, this anime is going to make you question if changing yourself for love is worth it, all while keeping you entertained with Mirai's over-the-top antics. Who doesn't love a story where the hero goes all out, even if it means turning into someone completely different? Next, we have Nina, the Starry Bride. Nina's a slave girl who suddenly finds herself in a royal wedding, but not in the way she expected. She's just a stand-in for a princess. But here's the thing, Nina's got spirit, and she's about to shake things up in the royal court. This anime is like a Cinderella story on steroids, with enough palace drama, forbidden love, and epic showdowns to keep you hooked from the first episode. If you're into stories where the underdog gets thrown into a high-stakes game of love and power, this one's going to be your jam. Next, the do-over damsel conquers the Dragon Emperor. Imagine being Jill, who just got dumped in the most savage way possible by being sentenced to death by your fiancé, the Crown Prince. Ouch. But instead of staying down, Jill gets a do-over literally. She's yeeted back in time 6 years before everything went south. What's a girl to do? Well, Jill decides to take control of her destiny by proposing to the most dangerous man in the room, Emperor Hades, a guy who's basically one bad day away from becoming the big bad. But plot twist, Hades is kind of a softie for good food, and after Jill is treated to a meal that could rival any Michelin star restaurant, she's all in on the idea of reforming him. Forget how to train your dragon, this is how to reform your dragon emperor. Will she succeed, or is she signing up for more than she bargained for? Either way, this one's cooking up some steamy drama. Next, Yakuza fiancé Rei's Waitaning Gata. Picture this, your Yoshino, a high school girl who thinks she's just living her best life until she gets hit with a classic Yakuza plot twist and arranged marriage. But wait, it's not just any marriage, it's with Kirishima, the grandson of another Yakuza boss. At first glance, this guy's got the whole tall, dark, and handsome thing going on, but underneath that smooth exterior is a dude with a twisted streak. Think Christian Grey meets The Godfather. Yoshino has to navigate this crazy, complicated relationship, all while dodging bullets, knives, and maybe some seductive stares. It's dangerous, it's romantic, and it's going to be a wild ride. Will love blossom in the midst of Yakuza chaos, or will Yoshino end up as just another mobster's trophy wife? Stay tuned to find out. Finally, you are MS servant. Have you ever had that awkward moment when you go from living your normal life to suddenly becoming someone's servant? No? Well, lucky you, because that's exactly what happens to our heroine in this anime. One day she's minding her business, and the next she's got a collar and is at the mercy of a mysterious, dominant master. But don't think she's just rolling over and taking it. There's a power play going on with emotional games, secret desires, and a whole lot of tension. Will she break free, or find herself tangled up in more than just chains? This series is ready to serve up some serious drama with a side of sizzling romance. Brace yourselves, because Saitama is back and bald as ever in One Punch Man Season 3. Imagine being so strong that even the universe's most menacing monsters are just a one-punch chump to you. Yeah, it's a problem only Saitama can have. This season dives headfirst into the Monster Association arc, where Saitama is still searching for a worthy opponent. Spoiler alert, good luck with that, monsters. Get ready for epic fights, but don't be surprised if Saitama defeats them with a yawn. Seriously, his biggest struggle might be deciding what to have for lunch while saving the world again. Next, let this grieving soul retire. Woe is the weakling who leads the strongest party. Meet Love, the world's most reluctant hero. This guy wants nothing more than to retire and sip on some tropical drinks. But guess what? The universe has other plans, like throwing him into a party with the world's strongest warriors who just won't leave him alone. Imagine trying to escape your fate, only to accidentally become the leader of the most op squad ever. If Love's life were a game, it'd be set to easy mode with cheat codes enabled, but with a catch, he just wants to log out. Prepare for action-packed hilarity as Love tries to balance his love for a peaceful life with his accidental heroism. Hold on to your Zanpakuto, because Bleach is coming in hot with part 3 of the 1,000-Year Blood War. This arc is like the final boss battle of your dreams, except the stakes are way higher. Ichigo and his crew are facing off against the Quincy, led by the most terrifying guy in town. Yo, watch. If you thought the last battles were intense, this season will make them look like a casual sparring match. Expect jaw-dropping fights, plot twists that'll have you screaming at your screen, and enough spirit energy to light up the entire Soul Society. Just when you thought the Exorcist life couldn't get any crazier, here comes Blue Exorcist Beyond the Snow Saga. Ren and his demon hunting squad are headed to the frozen north, where things are about to get seriously icy. But it's not just the temperature that's dropping, so are the demon heads. As they battle through snowstorms and uncover ancient prophecies, Ren's demonic powers are both his biggest weapon and his worst nightmare. It's like Frozen meets Exorcist, but with more sword fights and less singing. Get ready for a chillingly good time. Next, Demon Lord 2099. Welcome to the year 2099, where everything's cooler, faster, and oh yeah, there's a Demon Lord running around. Demon Lord 2099 is like if The Matrix and Lord of the Rings had a very chaotic baby. Chrono, the OG Demon Lord, wakes up in a cyberpunk world where magic meets technology. He's here to reclaim his throne, but first he's got to figure out how to work all this futuristic tech without blowing up half the city. With epic battles, slick visuals, and a storyline that's as sharp as Chrono's claws, this anime is ready to take you on a wild ride through time and space. Next, remember that time you were a terrifying dragon and decided, nah, I'm over it. Let's be a human instead. No. Well, that's the wild premise of Goodbye Dragon Life. Our dragon protagonist decides to live out the rest of his days as a regular Joe, but of course, nothing is ever that simple. Enrolled in a magical academy, he tries to fit in, but old habits die hard, like accidentally setting things on fire with a sneeze. It's a blend of heartwarming moments and epic fantasy battles as our hero tries to navigate life as a human while keeping his dragon-sized secrets under wraps. Now imagine if you were tasked with babysitting a bunch of unruly gods while the world teetered on the edge of disaster. That's pretty much the life of Ichio and Hagakura. In this mystical world where gods and mortals are pretty much neighbors, Ichio has to round up 4 evil gods who are basically the gods' version of that one group of kids who always cause trouble at recess. With stunning visuals and a plot thicker than grandma's homemade soup, this anime is set to deliver a fantasy epic with just the right amount of godly drama and humor. I think of it as Pokemon, but instead of catching cute creatures, you're dealing with gods who probably skipped their last anger management class. Back again like that one friend who always wants to go on an adventure but never has a map. Damachi returns for its 5th season. This time, Belle Crannel is diving deeper into the dungeon, and we mean deeper in a quest that's less about picking up girls and more about not getting crushed by ancient monsters. The action is intense, but the comedic timing is even sharper. Expect Belle to stumble his way into even more ridiculous situations that will make you laugh out loud. But don't let the title fool you, there's plenty of heart-pounding action here to keep your inner dungeon crawler satisfied. And who knows? Maybe Belle will finally figure out how to talk to girls without nearly dying first. Strap in, gamers. Shangri-La Frontier is back, and this season promises even more wild quests, epic battles, and that one guy who always forgets to say before the boss fight. The virtual world of Shangri-La is as dangerous as ever, but our hero is ready to face it all with a smile and maybe a few rage quits. This season cranks up the difficulty, but if anyone can take on this game's relentless challenges, it's our protagonist. With action scenes that'll make your heart race and a story that'll keep you glued to the screen, this is the kind of show that makes you wish your own gaming life was just a little more epic and a lot less laggy. Next, Party Karatsui Sarita Sono Chiyoshi Jitsuwasaki Nitsuki kicked out of his party and left for dead. Our healer protagonist quickly learns that being dumped might just be the best thing that's ever happened to him, like getting fired from a job you hated only to win the lottery the next day. This anime is a roller coaster of revenge, redemption, and a whole lot of I told you so. You'll be rooting for the underdog as he shows his former teammates that he's not just a Band-Aid dispenser, but the strongest guy on the block. It's like that moment when the nerd in the back of the class turns out to be a secret martial arts master, sweet, satisfying, and with just the right amount of suck-it, haters energy. Next up, we're hitting up some history with a fantasy twist. The Blue Wolves of Mibu is like if the Shinsengumi had a crossover episode with Game of Thrones. Expect swords clashing, blood splashing, and some of the most intense bromances this side of feudal Japan. These warriors aren't just fighting for their country, they're fighting for their pride, honor, and a little bit of anime glory. It's like, why watch a history documentary when you can watch this and get all the action with none of the boring parts? Grab your katana, cause it's about to go down in the most epic way possible. Next up, we're hitting up some history with a fantasy twist. The Blue Wolves of Mibu is like if the Shinsengumi had a crossover episode with Game of Thrones. Expect swords clashing, blood splashing, and some of the most intense bromances this side of feudal Japan. These warriors aren't just fighting for their country, they're fighting for their pride, honor, and a little bit of anime glory. It's like, why watch a history documentary when you can watch this and get all the action with none of the boring parts? Grab your katana, cause it's about to go down in the most epic way possible. Get ready to jump into the wildest, craziest, most out-of-this-world anime adventure with Dandadan. Picture this Kenta Kakura, your average high school nerd who's obsessed with UFOs, crosses paths with Momo Ayais, a cool girl who thinks ghosts are the real deal. These two are like oil and water until they dare each other to prove their obsessions are real. What could go wrong, right? Oh, just about everything. Momo stumbles upon some creepy aliens, while Ken gets haunted by a seriously pissed-off spirit. But instead of running for the hills, they team up to kick some supernatural butt. This anime is like someone threw Men in Black, Stranger Things, and Ghostbusters into a blender, pure chaos, but the most fun you'll have all season. Plus, watch out for some sizzling chemistry between our dynamic duo as they figure out whether they're partners in crime, just friends, or maybe something more. The legendary gender-bending martial arts rom-com is back, and it's got more kicks, flips, and love triangles than ever before. Rema Half 2024 is here to remind us why we fell in love with the world's most unpredictable martial artist in the first place. Meet Rama Saotome, one splash of cold water. And he's a cute girl, a splash of hot water, and he's back to being a guy. But that's just the start of his troubles. Enter Akane Tendo, the fiery tomboy who's supposed to be Rama's fiancé thanks to their dad's not-so-brilliant matchmaking. These two couldn't be more mismatched. Rama's stubborn, Akane's hot-headed, and their romance is more like a series of wrestling matches. Throw in a colorful cast of rivals, love interests, and suitors, all of whom are just as cursed and chaotic, and you've got a recipe for non-stop laughs and epic battles. Whether you're a die-hard fan or a newbie, this reboot is going to slap you with nostalgia and keep you hooked with its fresh twists. Ready for a harem series with a twist? Tying the knot with an Amagami sister is here to mix romance, comedy, and just the right amount of chaos into one delightful package. Meet Uryu Kamehate, a guy who's just trying to survive high school and chase his dream of becoming a doctor. But life throws him a curveball when he ends up living with the Amagami sisters, three stunningly beautiful girls who are as different as night and day. There's Yai, the calm, nurturing eldest sister, who'd probably fix any mess, including Uryu's life. Yuna, the athletic middle sister who's got a bit of a cinder edge, watch out. She's got a mean punch. And Asahi, the bubbly youngest sister who's always full of surprises. The twist? One of these sisters is destined to become Uryu's future wife, but who? As Uryu navigates through their quirky personalities and the wild situations they get into, he's in for a roller coaster of emotions, awkward moments, and more than a few laughs. Will he find love, or will the sisters drive him completely nuts? Tune in to find out. get ready for some serious mechness and Mecha Yude, the anime that's set to light up fall 2024. Picture this, you've got a regular kid, Hikaru Amatsuga, just trying to live his life when Bammy stumbles upon Alma, a super cool sentient mechanical arm known as a Mecha Yude. Suddenly, Hikaru's life goes from zero to hero as he's thrown into a secret world of epic battles and high-octane action. But this isn't just any story about robots and humans duking it out. It's a wild ride where Hikaru has to learn how to control Alma's insane powers while dodging all sorts of bad guys who want that power for themselves. So with his newfound mechanical sidekick, Hikaru's not just fighting for survival, he's fighting for the future of both humans and machines. Expect slick fight scenes, flashy moves, and enough swagger to keep you on the edge of your seat. Mecha Yude is bringing the heat with a fresh mix of humor, heart, and high-stakes action. This anime is primed to take the classic mecha genre and crank it up a notch, blending tech-savvy storytelling with characters you'll love rooting for. Buckle up, because this is one adventure you won't want to miss. Now, get ready to dive back into the wild, monster-filled roller coaster that is Arifureta. In this third season, Haiji Megumo, who went from being the world's most bullied nerd to its ultimate badass, is not slowing down. He's got the power, the harem, and the attitude to match. Armed with a crew that includes a vampire girlfriend, a bunny girl with a hammer bigger than her dreams, and a dragon who's low-key in love with him, Hajime's on a mission to flex his way back to Earth. But it's not all sunshine and rainbows, though. There are plenty of explosions. Expect intense battles, shocking plot twists, and maybe even a few tear-jerking moments right before Hajime blows something up again. This season, it's all about leveling up, taking names, and reminding everyone why you don't mess with the former underdog. Next, who knew that reincarnation could come with perks like being born into nobility? In the second season of As a Reincarnated Aristocrat, Ars Luvent is back, and he's ready to climb that social ladder like it's nobody's business. With his trusty appraisal skill, Ars has been scouting talent like a pro think fantasy football, but with knights and wizards. This season, Ars is playing chess while everyone else is playing checkers, making alliances, expanding his kingdom, and of course, dodging the occasional assassination attempt. It's just part of the job. But it's not all politics and backstabbing, okay? Maybe it is, but Ars handles it with such cool-headed finesse that you'll be cheering him on as he outsmarts his enemies with a smile. The drama, the intrigue, the power plays, this is isekai at its finest. Backed by popular demand, it's Demon Lord Retry, the show where the boss battle never ends because, well, the boss is the main character. Akira Uno, aka Hakuto Kunai, returns in all his overpowered zero-chill glory. Imagine getting isekai'd into your own game and then realizing you have to do actual work. Like, who signed up for that? Hakuto did, apparently, and now he's busy running a demon empire, recruiting new followers whether they like it or not, and trying to avoid turning everything he touches into a crater. But don't worry, there's plenty of laughs along the way as Hakuto navigates the chaos he creates, all while dealing with an entourage of quirky characters who add more drama than a reality TV show. Power trips, plot twists, and some seriously epic smackdowns. This season's got it all. Next, loner life in another world. Being a loner never looked so good. Meet Haruka, the guy who's living his best life in another world completely solo. While his classmates are busy forming teams and guilds, Haruka's out there showing everyone that you don't need a party when you've got swag. With the loner class, Haruka gets to be the ultimate rogue, sneaking through dungeons, taking down monsters, and enjoying the peace and quiet of not having to listen to anyone else's nonsense. But don't let the solitude fool you. Haruka's journey is packed with action, mystery, and a whole lot of self-discovery. As he uncovers the secrets of this new world, he might just find out that going solo isn't just a choice, it's a power move. So here's to the loners. May they continue to dominate without the hassle of a party wipe. Next, Rekishi nai Nakua Kujo ni Naruzo Akuyaku Raiju nai Naruhodo Oji no Dikiai wa Kasoku Suru Yudisu. Welcome to the world where being bad is, oh, so good. Imagine waking up one day not just as anyone, but as Alicia Williams, the most fabulous, sharp-tongued, dark magic-wielding, jet black-haired villainess in all of Otome game history. Our heroine, who was a bit too obsessed with this game, finds herself reincarnated as the evil Alicia, and she's loving every second of it. Her plan? To make sure she's remembered as the baddest villainess ever. But, plot twist. The more she tries to channel her inner diva and play the ultimate baddie, the more Prince Charming falls head over heels for her. Like, seriously, dude, can't you see she's trying to be evil here? Get ready for a story where being bad has never been so much fun, and where our girl might just end up with the kingdom's most eligible bachelor without even trying. Next, Re:Zero starting life in another world. Season 3 Subaru Natsuki is back, baby, and this time the stakes are even higher, the deaths are even crazier, and the emotions, well, they're off the charts. Our boy Subaru's got this nifty little trick up his sleeve called Return by Death, which sounds cool until you realize it means he's got to die a lot. In Season 3, Subaru's about to dive headfirst into more drama with his squad Emilia, Riem, and the gang facing even bigger, badder threats. Expect mind-bending twists, political chess games, and some tear-jerking moments that'll keep you glued to the screen. But don't worry, Subaru's got this. With his heart of gold and a whole lot of determination, he's ready to tackle whatever this crazy fantasy world throws at him. Just don't count how many times he bites the dust, he'll be back, stronger and sassier than ever. Finally, if you thought Haruto Amakawa's story was epic in the first season, wait until you see what's coming in Season 2 of Seirei Gensoki. Our boy Haruto, now rocking the new name Rio in a brand new world, has all the makings of a legend. Imagine being a kid from the slums and suddenly finding out you've got magical powers that can put everyone else to shame. Talk about a glow up. As Rio, he's not just surviving, he's thriving, getting stronger, making powerful friends, and uncovering secrets about his reincarnation that'll blow your mind. Season 2 is going to be packed with action, magic, and maybe a little bit of romance. And let's not forget, Rio's got style, power, and a destiny that's going to take him places. Buckle up, because this, I say, adventure is about to get wild. Strap in for a wild ride with a crow trip where our girl Chizuko Date takes on the world of Neo Koshigaya not with magic or might, but with sass and style. In a town buzzing with magical girl antics, Chizuko decides that being a bystander just isn't her thing. Tired of the glittery battles of the local hero, Berry Blossom, she's ready to put her own spin on things. Get ready for a hilarious mix of supernatural shenanigans and offbeat comedy as Chizuko brings her brand of justice to the streets, all while hilariously clashing with the town's bizarre villains. Think you've seen every magical girl trope? I think again. Chizuko's got tricks up her sleeve that no one saw coming. Ghosts and giggles abound in After School Hanako-kun too. Our favorite bathroom ghost, Hanako-kun, is back and he's bringing even more supernatural surprises to Kamome Academy. With Nin Yashiro by his side, they're diving into even crazier school mysteries, all while navigating a web of ghostly rumors and spirit-fueled drama. From poltergeist pranks to spectral shenanigans, this duo is ready to turn the school upside down. Expect the unexpected as they encounter spirits with wild personalities and even wilder requests. Whether it's a ghost who thinks it's still in the 80s or one that's obsessed with TikTok dances, there's never a dull moment. Who said teaching was easy? For Hiroaki Abe, teaching at a school filled with ghouls, goblins, and all things that go bump in the night is a daily exercise in hilarity and horror. A terrified teacher at Ghoul School serves up a deliciously spooky yet side-splitting adventure where our timid teacher tries to survive his monstrous students. From a vampire who's terrible at math to a werewolf with anger management issues, Hiroaki's classroom is a comedic cauldron of chaos. Each day is a new disaster waiting to happen as Haruwaki fumbles through magical mishaps and supernatural slapstick. Will he ever get used to teaching in a school where detention might just mean getting eaten? Forget about saving the world and Magilamere Company. LTD magical girls are clocking in, dealing with office politics, and filling out expense reports. This isn't your typical magical girl anime. These ladies are trading their wands for briefcases and their spells for spreadsheets. In a world where magic is just another job, our heroines have to balance battling bad guys with surviving board meetings. The result? A gut-busting blend of office humor and magical mayhem. Whether it's a PR disaster involving a giant slime monster or a hilarious argument over who ate the last donut in the break room, these magical girls prove that saving the world is easy. Working 9 to 5 is the real challenge. Next, Jichikyu no Ondunitsu, imagine being a teenage genius in 15th century Poland, where everyone's still convinced the Earth is the center of the universe. Raffle, our prodigy protagonist, isn't here for the medieval vibes, though. He's about to go from theology major to the ultimate cosmic rebel after meeting a mysterious man who's basically the Galileo of his time. Suddenly, Rafal's life is all about dodging the Inquisition like it's a bad TikTok challenge and holding on to a pendant that might be the key to the universe. This series is like a mix of Da Vinci Code with some serious glow-up energy. With Raffles' quick wit and a penchant for getting into trouble, he's out to light up the world, literally. It's all about defying the norms, challenging authority, and dropping some serious astronomical truth bombs. Next, Lockdown Zone Level X. Alright, picture this: you're locked in a room with strangers, and the vibes are sketchy at best. Lockdown Zone Level X is all about survival, but with a psychological twist that keeps the tension high and the laughs higher. As the characters navigate through the eerie setting, expect some unexpected alliances, ridiculous plans, and the kind of mind games that make Among Us look like child's play. The series amps up the suspense while keeping things entertaining with witty banter and absurd situations that will have you saying, "Did that just happen?" It's all about making it out alive with your sanity and sense of humor intact. Next, Ron Kamanohashi's Forbidden Deduction Season 2, our favorite detective duo, is back, and they're turning the sleuthing game on its head. Ron Kamanohashi and his trusty sidekick, Totemaru Ishiki, are solving crimes like nobody's business, but this time with even more swagger. I think of Sherlock Holmes, but with a lot more style and a ton of unexpected twists. Season 2 dives deeper into Ron's mysterious past while keeping things light and hilarious with their classic detective slapstick moments. Whether it's solving a case or dealing with Ron's unorthodox methods, expect a roller coaster of thrills, laughs, and those iconic anime aha moments. If you're a fan of mind games with a side of comedy gold, this season's got your name all over it. Next, Tuhai Yura Rate Mahjong Tuhai Roku. Get ready to roll the dice in a world where Mahjong isn't just a game, it's a battle of life and death. Meet Key, a high schooler who isn't spending his nights cramming for exams. Nope, he's out in the shady back alleys, playing underground mahjong like a pro and earning the title K of Ice for his cold-blooded tactics. This guy's strategy is sharper than a katana, and he's not just playing for pocket change. We're talking money, women, and even organs on the line. Rumor has it, he's got a mysterious girl at his crib too, but no one's sure if she's a partner in crime or a prisoner. One thing's for sure, Key's all about keeping it cool and calculated in this high-stakes game where losing isn't an option. Next, Trillion Game. Imagine this: two dudes, one a tech whiz with more brains than Tony Stark, and the other a smooth-talking hustler with more charm than a K-pop idol, decide they're not just aiming for the moon, they want a whole galaxy. Their mission: to rake in $1 trillion. But don't think it's all about numbers and nerd stuff. These guys are breaking every rule in the business playbook, flipping the script on what it means to succeed. Whether they're hacking the stock market or sweet-talking their way into billion-dollar deals, this show's got more swagger than a Wall Street wolf on a winning streak. Watch as they navigate the high-risk world of finance with a wink and a smile, and maybe a bit of a sinister laugh too. Kinokonu Mushroom Pup. Get ready to meet the most whimsical pup on the block, Kinokonu, the Mushroom Pup. Imagine a creature that's part dog, part mushroom, and 100% adorable chaos. This little guy is born right in the yard of Hotaru Yuyami, a picture book author who suddenly finds his life turned upside down. One minute, Kinokunu is wagging its tail like any happy pup, and the next, it's doodling on walls with a paintbrush it somehow found. And let's not even talk about its obsession with takoyaki. Whether it's sneaking snacks or sparking unexpected adventures, this mushroom pup is here to turn ordinary life into a delightful mess of fun and friendship. Expect plenty of OWW moments, sprinkled with a dash of hilarity as Hotaru navigates the joyful chaos that Kinokunu brings. Ladies and gentlemen, grab your glow sticks and prepare to cheer because the Idols of Love Live Superstar are back for another round. This season, our favorite girl group, Leela, is hitting the stage with more sparkle, sass, and song than ever before. With every episode, you'll be treated to infectious tunes, fabulous dance moves, and a roller coaster of emotions that'll make you laugh, cry, and maybe even bust a move yourself. The girls are not just fighting for the spotlight, they're proving that with passion, friendship, and a bit of magic, dreams really do come true. Let's go, Idols, let's go. Who says fishing can't be fun? Enter the world of Negative Positive Angler, where our protagonist starts off as the biggest grump on the planet, convinced that life's a bummer and that fishing is just another waste of time. But as he casts his line and meets a crew of quirky characters like the overly enthusiastic newbie who treats every catch like it's a rare Pokemon, he finds that maybe, just maybe, fishing isn't all bad. Between reeling in laughs and learning a few life lessons, this anime is a hilarious trip into the unexpected joys of a hobby he never wanted but might just come to love. Serve up some serious swag because the Prince of Tennis II is back and is bringing the heat. The U17 World Cup is in full swing, and our tennis prodigies are facing off in matches that are more intense than a showdown at Wimbledon. Expect high-flying aces, jaw-dropping volleys, and mind-blowing strategies as they fight their way to the top. With each match more thrilling than the last, these players are not just chasing victory, they're making history. Game, set, match. Let's see who's got what it takes to claim the crown. The whimsical world of Tombow is back with more magic, more adventures, and more heartwarming tales that will make you believe in the extraordinary. This season, Tombow, the lovable dragonfly spirit, returns to sprinkle joy and life lessons among his human friends. Whether it's helping a lost child find their way home or turning an ordinary day into an unforgettable adventure, Tombow reminds us that the real magic in life is found in the small moments. So grab your wings and get ready to fly into a season filled with laughter, love, and a little bit of pixie dust. Get ready for some magic school drama with a twist. Kurumi Mirai is the high schooler who had it all top of her class at the Redrun Magic School, the only school cool enough to train mages for the royal families. But hold up, plot twist. Despite her perfect scores, Kurumi flunks out of the elite Ma Gumi Mai Gai Mage class. Gasp. But don't count her out yet. With a new mysterious homeroom teacher, Manami Suzuki, who's all about that magic life, Kurumi's set on a path of self-discovery. Can she prove she's got what it takes to be a mage, or will she find a different kind of magic within herself? Stay tuned for the ultimate underdog story with spells, swag, and a whole lot of heart. Take a trip to a magical, alternate universe with Yohane the Porhelion. This theatrical compilation is here to respin the love live. Sunshine Saga with a fresh, enchanting twist. I think mystical lands, epic quests, and a bunch of your favorite characters just vibing in a world where the magic isn't just in their singing, but in everything around them. It's a roller coaster of emotions with sparkly capes, magical critters, and enough plot twists to keep you guessing. Grab your popcorn because this isn't just a compilation, it's a magical mixtape of epic proportions. Ever wondered what it's like to literally feel someone else's feelings? Well, Furoro is about to take you on a ride through the wacky and wonderful world of emotional telepathy. Two strangers discover they can experience each other's sensations through touch. Imagine feeling someone else's joy, sadness, or even that awkward itch they can't scratch. Its empathy on a whole new level. This anime will hit you right in the feels, exploring all the laughs and tears that come with being so emotionally in sync. It's quirky, it's heartfelt, and it's sure to make you think twice about the power of a simple touch. Get ready for some artsy chaos with Hamadashi Creative. This anime follows a bunch of high school misfits in an arts club, each one a walking masterpiece of creativity, or so they think. Watch them paint outside the lines and break all the rules of traditional art in their quest to find their unique styles. From surreal sculptures to abstract doodles that somehow land them in hot water, these kids are here to prove that creativity can't be contained. It's all about the laughs, the love for art, and the wild ride of being a teenager who's just trying to find their place in a world full of colors. And there you have it, my fellow otaku, your ultimate guide to the fall 2024 anime season, served up with style and sorted by genre just for you. Whether you're in it for the love, the action, the laughs, or the chills, this season is coming in hot with something for every anime fan out there. But here's the thing, no matter what you're watching, the key is to have fun with it. Anime is all about getting lost in new worlds, meeting characters who become like family, and finding those stories that just hit different. So dive in, binge away, and who knows? You might just discover your next obsession. If you enjoyed this breakdown, and come on, I know you did, make sure to hit that like button, smash the subscribe, and drop a comment letting us know which anime you're hyped for this fall. Thanks for watching, and until next time, stay awesome, stay anime, and keep the hype alive. Peace out.
ゼロになったっていい黒ずんだ空矛先は胸に向け